First, this noontime, we're following a major breaking news story that the Target 12 investigators were first to break for you earlier this morning. Right now, we can tell you that former House Speaker Gordon Fox is agreeing to enter a guilty plea, that is, to 3 criminal charges. You can see him entering federal court in Providence about an hour or so ago. It's been nearly a year since the dramatic raids on his home and his state office forced his resignation as Speaker. U.S. Attorney Peter Narono announced the plea deal and charges just a few hours ago, lambasting Fox for taking money illegally.
When you ask people for money to support your campaign for public office and you use it for something else, you've lied to them. There is no other way to say it. You've committed fraud.
So here is the list of charges that Gordon Fox is now facing. According to court documents that were unsealed this morning, here they are: bribery, wire fraud, and filing a false tax return. Now, he is agreeing to plead guilty, and in exchange, he will get a 3-year prison sentence. And again, a court hearing is unfolding at this hour. We're bringing you in-depth coverage this noontime. Jared Pliner is going to take a look at the investigation that led to today's charges against the former House Speaker. But first, Target 12 investigator Walt Buteau is live at federal court now. Walt?
Some of the numbers from the indictment recently unsealed, just unsealed this morning. Gordon Fox about to admit that he took a $52,500 bribe from 3 unnamed people to secure a liquor license for the Thayer Street bar Shark. Also, Fox about to admit that he misused $108,000 of his campaign finance money. Target 12 was the only local crew to catch up to Fox early this morning.
At this point, you know, it's still a process you got to go through, and the first opportunity I get to talk to all of you, you know I will.
About 2 hours later, former House Speaker Gordon Fox walked into federal court facing 3 counts: wire fraud, bribery, and tax evasion.
The allegations contained in the information and admitted to by former Speaker Fox in the signed statement of facts paint a clear picture that former Speaker Fox looted his campaign account repeatedly over a number of years to pay for plainly personal expenses, and that his official appointed position as a member of the Providence Board of Licenses was for sale.
Narono also says when the probe started, there was talk among the investigators about the State House, where Fox served 2 decades, being the People's House.
I agree completely. The People's House should be occupied by elected officials who hold office to serve the people, not themselves.
And again, Gordon Fox in court right now, expected to plead guilty and expected to serve, or at least be sentenced to, a 3-year prison term as part of his plea agreement. And we'll have more on this ongoing proceeding later on in this newscast. For now, we're live with the Target 12 investigators in Providence. Walt Buteau, Eyewitness News.
Now, Walt, it sounded like when the officials were detailing a timeline of their investigation that there were some surprises in there, meaning that when this started, months ago, that it started with campaign finance questions and it turned into something much bigger than they really anticipated.
So they told us today that it was sort of an accidental charge, the bribery, that is. As they were investigating, they ran across that bribery charge, the 3 unnamed people associated with the restaurant Shark on Thayer Street, and giving Gordon Fox in 4 increments of $17,500, a total of $52,500, so that Gordon Fox would speak for them on their behalf and help them get that liquor license, which of course very valuable. A lot of restaurant owners would probably tell you it's worth $52,500, but Gordon Fox now in trouble for that. And again, when it's all said and done, expected to serve about 3 years in prison.
All right, well, thank you for that update. And as Walt just mentioned, prosecutors say that Gordon Fox did accept $52,000 in bribes, again, from the owners of Shark Bar and Grill on Thayer Street. It was allegedly in exchange for helping them get that liquor license in 2008, while Fox was vice chairman of the powerful Providence Board of Licenses. No, neighbors were vocally against it. Evidence of the bribe was uncovered again after last year's raids on Fox's home and office. Now, we did reach out to one of the co-owners of the Shark. Ray Philip Hugh flatly denied the charges, telling the Target 12 investigators, quote, "This is news to me." And on the specific allegations against Fox, he said, quote, "That is not true at all." The other co-owner of Shark, Joe DeLombo, told us he spoke to law enforcement but declined to comment any further.